Hello everybody, Elmer the Elephant speaking. So we're back for the showcase of treasure map Shanks, and first of all I want to point out that I don't have the gameplay for BECKMAN, and what happened is basically I wanted to go for 120 runs and it was pretty late because I still had a few runs to do because 120 is like nice and round. But yeah, so for the recording I had to record it in 2 runs because you can't fight all the mini bosses at in the same one. So yeah, on the second run I actually got kicked out of the treasure map because of the error 502, and I had to start all over again, and there was like only 10 minutes left. So I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make it. So yeah, basically I have all the 4 mini bosses, but I don't have the gameplay for BECKMAN, unfortunately. Don't forget to leave a dislike for that. So now I'm gonna speak about my thoughts on this treasure map. So if you don't want to hear me like speaking for 3 hours, you can just skip. I'll maybe leave a timestamp under this video, like for the people who just want to gameplay. But anyways, what did I think about this treasure map? I mean, I'm kind of biased because I only have one booster, which was the one and only God Higuma, and I didn't have anything else. So the mini bosses were fairly easy. Shanks was alright. It was much easier than Big Mom in my opinion. But this BECKMAN dude was a pain in the ass. All these debuffs and like no orb manipulation and stuff. This was pretty freaking annoying. Like I couldn't even make a GOB team because GOB restrictions in his captain ability are just too annoying, and I couldn't bring anything. Like it didn't fit my box, so I ended up going with Big Mom as a friend captain. But this was tough because you don't have any color affinity on the boss, and when he has too much HP, it just gets ridiculous, just ridiculous. So yeah, I actually like skipped Saturday. I didn't play on Saturday because I had shit to do, and like the next day, like on Friday I was like 90, and then on Sunday I like went back to 120. So I was like, yeah, oh, that's all right, I can come back from that. Little did I know. So I farmed a fuck ton to get back to rank 99, and like I was like, yeah, I finally made it back to the top 100, and I saw there was like 14 hours left. So I was like, okay, 14 hours, I see you. So I grabbed my Red Bull, I grabbed some snacks, and then right after I went to sleep because I don't have time for that shit. I have stuff to do. I was tired, and yeah, I didn't have the courage to farm for 14 more hours because basically like when you just have one booster, like you can't rest like with other people that have like at least GOP or other boosters. Like there's no way in hell I could have rested during these 14 hours. So I was just like, yes, there's no point, might as well go to sleep. And then like 10 hours later I was like 112. So I was like, oh well, that's weird. I thought I'd be like top 200, like closer to 200 than that. But then I checked and there was like more than 10 million point difference between my place and the 100th place. So I was like, oh yeah, I understand now. So yeah, that's enough of me rambling about my life that nobody cares about, but that's my video. What are you gonna do? And now we're gonna jump. Oh yeah, for the BECKMAN gameplay I found another solution, and this is like my genius just striking again. Like I found this, you guys are gonna like it, trust me. It's bad, but anyways, let's just jump into the gameplay now. So we're against Shanks, and as I said, he's much easier than Big Mom in my opinion. And I brought a Lucy Big Mom team because Higuma team was like didn't deal enough damage anymore, so I had to switch with a better captain. And yeah, I could have put what's his name, Cracker as a captain, but the only problem is I don't have the treasure map ace, so for the cooldown reduction it just makes it impossible. So yeah, I had to use a captain. I didn't use the special of in the first turn. So yeah, the strategy is pretty straightforward, but the only thing was like it was better to eat a similar orb just before going into the boss fight, so you could actually be 100% sure to use the Big Mom special when Shanks revives. So yeah, I just use Corazon to get rid of the paralysis and the chain lock, and then Cracker, and then you just one shot him with 20 million damage. So it was pretty safe for a few more runs, and then once he revives, just use Big Mom special and finish him. But if unfortunately she's enraged, you can still kill him, but because you can tank one hit with this team, because without the enraged, Shanks hit for 40,000, I think. So yeah, but it's still better to hit the Seminole Orb though. Now against Lucky Roo, we're bringing the chillest team of all six, which is the treasure map NL team. Yeah, you just tap once and let everything die for the further stages. I have the Shanks stat boost in this fight, but not on the others. And I also have like powerhouse attack ×2, so my Blackbeard actually did twice more damage than he normally should. And yeah, but the only problem with the team, as if I didn't have the attack boost from the powerhouse ×2, I would have just killed Lucky Roo in like 2 turns. But I would have probably to have to change the team around, because he was hitting for quite a lot. I think he's hitting for 40,000. So yeah, sooner, like I would have had to change this team soon, but yeah, it didn't change. Like this is the same team as for level like 2, so yeah, it was pretty the chillest team, so it was like really fun to play. Well, you don't do anything, but yeah, you know what I mean. So I'll see you in the next fight. So against Yasop, and Yasop was actually the one I was always aiming for in the C, because with double NL you could just eat a few recovery orbs and you'll be fine with his special. But once he has like ton of HP, you actually have to bring a healer of some sort. So I brought Marco, and I forgot, but during this gameplay I didn't have the boost from Shanks, and that's why I only healed for like 3,000 something. Normally I should be healing for 5,000 something, and Marco should heal me for 100k. And it was actually close. It was actually close. Once I popped out the first NL special, I was like, oh shit, I'm actually not sure I could kill him, but it was fine in the end. But with the Shanks boost, you should have the 5 million, and with 10 million he was dead anyways. But I had this team in just in case like I had to avoid a debuff of something and I couldn't fight Yasa. But normally I always look for him and fight him, so I don't have to stall and like waste a treasure map booster. But anyways, I'll see you in the next fight. So against Ace, I bringing Blackbeard Wadby Marco team, and this ace guy, like I always fought him like on the last level. I never fought him in the comc because this team is just like too safe. Yeah, I have like plenty of damage to kill ace, and basically like I didn't even need to use a Blackbeard special because I figure like if I was to get on higher levels, like I could have just used Blackbeard HP cut, and with what be Marco, he just loses so much health. But I didn't need to use it at this point, and I still have tons of damage left. Like on this run, I don't even have the Shanks boost, so this team was completely safe, and there was no problem with it. So let's move on. Against me, Hawk, I'm bringing a double Lucy team. Uh, the Coliseum Lucy is just to get more points, like. But the only problem with this one is like for the barrier stuff, that was just like slowing you down. So what I did is like I was trying to keep some side orbs for the stage with the girls, like the side orb barrier. But then there's the combo hit barrier, which is just slowing you down. But I didn't really mind because I had to store for Lucy special anyways, so I mean it wasn't really a problem. But I don't have the Shanks boost once again in this team, but I think this team was pretty safe, to be fair. Like didn't have any problem. And yeah, see you on the big boss, BECKMAN. So against Ben, oh wait, I don't have the gameplay, but just imagine that Arlong stage is stage 6, and Myth's Golden Week stage is like stage 7, and this team only works if you have Shanks boost. But ideally, what the strategy is, like you leave stage 5 with a 2-turn on Big Mom before her rampage, and then on stage 6 you use a Big Mom special, and you go on gear 4, and then he has like a bit more than 5.5 million HP. I don't really know exactly, but you should be able to kill him in 2 turns, leaving you 1 turn of gear 4th. And when you go on to stage 7, you use a Corazon, which I forgot to use here, which should be who should be removing the paralysis and the attack down. And then you use Coliseum Rayleigh for the HP cut and get a no bomb on the gear 4 Luffy. And finally you use Cracker. And Big Mom is enraged because actually she will deal more damage because she will not be affected by the chain coefficient reduction, so it's better. And with that you should be able to do like a bit more than 11 million damage, a bit more than that. And he has like 13 million damage, so uh, he should be below 20%. So you have like 90k HP with this team, so you should be able to tank it, especially because Coliseum heals you for like 50k. And yeah, once he revive he despairs you, so you use Higuma to remove the despair, and then you use Gear 4 special to go back onto Gear 4 and have the attack boost, and then you finish him, and that's it. And also, if I didn't get the Shanks boost, that's the team I would have brought. It's a double Senji team, and the strategy is like you just keep 3 orbs on your 3 side characters, matching orbs, before going on stage 6. And once you're on stage 6, you use 1 Sanji special, and then you kill him. You're supposed to deal like 5.9 million, which should be enough to kill him. And once you go on stage 7, you use the Ruma and to remove the silence and the paralysis, but you still have 1 turn of paralysis, so you use Marco to get rid of the attack down and tank a hit to be above 50%. And you can use Burgess for the HP cut. And once you've done that, on the second turn you use Sanji and Pound, and then you should be able to kill him. This team does like 12.7 million damage, and with the HP cut it should be able to kill him. But if I was to go on more runs, I would have had to change the team because the damage was getting pretty close. But anyways, that's it for the showcase of this treasure map. I'm sorry again, I couldn't get the gameplay for BECKMAN. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you sometimes maybe. Bye.